What's up, my fellow creators? Welcome, guys. I hope you're having a beautifully, phenomenally blessed day. Thank you for joining me for a moment in Becky's House of Cards. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live, keeping in mind that that is a free way to support the channel as well as connect me to your energy so that I may get you out more resonating readings. If you guys would like to support the channel further, or if you're interested in a personal reading, that is all linked down below in the description box. I do want to thank you to my OGs, my new Gs, and anybody else that allows me your most precious asset, your time. It is truly an honor, a blessing, and a pleasure being here, providing you guys these messages. And my prayer, as always, is that they fall upon your heart in a way that reminds you to use your intuition, your discernment, to take back your power and make the best decisions to serve your highest journey in this now moment. With that being said, today we are going down the rabbit hole with a new moon in Capricorn reading. I'm going to ask today what higher self-awareness is coming through. This is a beautiful new moon. There's going to be a lot of growth, but this is more about personal, internal growth that's coming through with this new moon. And I apologize for getting out so late. I am actually recording this on the day of the new moon, so the power should be off the charts. Usually I would record these a few days prior, but due to the holidays, I'm sure you guys can understand, and I just truly appreciate your patience with me. Now I've got the energy set up here. We've got Capricorn, which is all about being ambitious, realism, and taking methodical steps to achieving your goals. And that's exactly what's going on here with this energy. It's about what goals you had set and what steps you've taken, and now because of those steps, what is coming through for you guys. And of course, moon energy is all about nurturing the self. Interesting, I split the deck to shuffle. We've got Cancer energy coming out. Yes, they are ruled by the moon. Cancer's the mother of the zodiac, so definitely nurturing yourself here and what self-awareness is coming through. So let's get it going, guys. And as you know, for those of you that do watch the shuffle, I do a mini reading, which I will also put in the timestamps down below. But I do know that some of you guys do like to watch the shuffling process just to ensure, and that's why I offer this for you guys, okay? I did not have any channeled messages except for one thing. Love keeps coming out, and so I'm not saying that this new moon is all about love, because again, this is about self-development, personal self-growth. However, I do feel like the steps that are being taken towards in this full moon are bringing you guys that much closer to finding your one true love, if that's the journey that you're on. If it's not, for those of you that aren't, this is about finding your passion, what you love to do in life, like what brings you joy, and really it's finding that a spiritual growth that's really truly important to the process. So source, what self-awareness is being brought to the table during this Capricorn full moon for the collective? Pick a card, piles 1, 2, and 3. What's higher self-awareness is being brought to the table for the collective during this new moon in Capricorn? Pick a pile, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. What higher self-awareness is being brought to the table for the collective? Pick a card reading, piles 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, source. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here. Okay, thank you, source. I want 4 cards. What about for pile number 1? Wow, thank you. Right off the bat, and make sure I'm in frame. Okay. And for pile number 2, what's coming through with this new moon in Capricorn, source? Pile number 2, what's coming through with this new moon in Capricorn? What higher self-awareness is? Okay, they want this. No, you don't want that one? Oh, I see. You just wanted me to stop. Okay. What's coming through for pile number 2? There we go. That was why. What's coming through for pile number 3 with this new moon in Capricorn? Okay. Thank you, source. They want them this way. Okay. What else is coming through for pile number 1, source? What else is coming through for pile number 1? Pile number 1, the new moon in Capricorn. Thank you. What higher self-awareness is coming through for pile number 2? Thank you, source. What higher self-awareness is coming through for pile number 3, new moon in Capricorn? Thank you. What higher self-awareness is coming through for pile number 1, new moon in Capricorn? Thank you, Source. Okay, what higher self-awareness is coming through for pile number 2, new moon in Capricorn? Thank you, Source. Last card for pile number 3, what higher self-awareness is coming through? Thank you. Last card for pile number 1, what higher self-awareness? Thank you. Pile 1, y'all are ready. Pile number 2, what's coming through for the higher self-awareness, new moon in Capricorn? Okay, I'm going to stop. What else is coming through for pile number 2? Okay, thank you. Let me straighten these out. Okay, before we get to the reading, I am going to pull the cards that we'll be using. So pile number 1, what Shaman Wisdom Oracle card is pile number 1? Thank you. And I'll turn these over when we get to the pick a card, guys. These are what you'll be choosing from. Pile number 2. Okay, thank you. And pile number 3. What Shaman Oracle card does pile number 3 need for this new moon in Capricorn, Source? One card, please. Wow. Oh, wonky. Pile number 3. Thank you. Alright, guys. Move these out of the way. What do we got for the mini reading, Source? Okay, we've got the 3 of Swords, the House of God, the 4 of Wands, and the Hangman reverse. Okay, so here's the deal for you guys. Source is sending in someone or something to help you guys move forward beyond something that happened. I feel like it kind of felt like things had fallen apart for you guys. You really needed to face reality of a situation. Maybe somebody who wasn't treating you very kindly or very maturely is what I hear. Very mature. And so what Source did was send you, either this is angel guidance, spiritual guidance, or this is actually a physical someone. It could be tarot readers or something like that, giving you guys impertinent information that you needed to make a internal decision. That is just for a few, some of you guys. I'm not saying it's me. I'm just saying that that is for some of you guys. It was you very lost and you just needed some guidance. And so Source is just saying the guidance that you got, that you may be feeling like it's not the right way to go. They're saying that, yes, that was what we brought to you, even though you know that it's what you're supposed to do. Like, you know it's what you're supposed to do, but you kind of feel scared of doing that, okay? So that's why I'm saying I feel like there's a few of you guys that are having trepidations about what's next. And so Source is just saying, like, I'm bringing you clarity this way because you know you need to let go of some things that just haven't been serving you along the journey. And these things have been making you feel down and out and depressed and despair is what I hear. Some deep despair. And maybe you guys have been arguing that and trying to find an excuse to stay in a situation that has been making you feel depressed and making you find, you know, it's almost like old school is what I hear. It's like old school energy, like somebody that's been around for a long time, or somebody you thought maybe would change after they saw how far you had come, or it's energy saying that, you know, this person, you were trying to prove something to this person, even if you might not have felt like you were trying to prove something to them. And they're saying that Source is sending you help, like trying to get you away from this situation. And it's entirely up to you. It's entirely up to you to let it go. It's entirely up to you to close out that chapter. But here's the deal. It's asking you to close out the chapter because you're realizing that this has been a situation that has been it's been a bit of an addiction for you, being treated a certain way. And it's brought back a lot of painful memories, and it's brought back a lot of growth for you, actually, in the way of it's been triggering you in certain aspects. And so what the collective is dealing with right now is what may feel like the whole world is falling apart. So it's not just one person. This is an overall energy coming through, guys. So the whole world may feel like it's falling apart, but it's all been based on the perspective. You're trying to find excuses to stay in this situation that is not good for you. You're trying to find excuses to stay here in this place that, you know, is actually making you feel kind of rotten inside. And you know it's time to go. So some of you guys, that may be travel. For some of you guys, that may be just moving on. For some of you guys, that's leaving a relationship. For some of you guys, you know, it could just be saying goodbye to an old you. Right? And now, again, this is a personal decision. You have to do what's best for you. It's regardless of what reading you get or anything, at the end of the day, you have to use your intuition and flow and find that fluidity within to make your decision based on your discernment. If it's not resonating, it's not resonating. It means it's for someone else that really needs to hear this message, and that's okay. So it's just sources saying that it's okay. Like, I've brought you a situation that's going to help uproot you from what you think you need to be in. And there's going to be more success if you flow away from this. Right? And so 7-7 is a number coming through here saying that you do have luck. We also have 2 and 3 coming out together, showing that you will make progress. Even if right now it doesn't feel like you're making progress, it will happen. Sources got your back. They're looking out for you. They're not going to leave you alone in a situation that isn't serving you. The reason you had to step back, I feel, into this was so that you guys could move forward. There was a lot of blocks that were being presented to you, but you weren't able to actually heal those blocks because there's nothing in your life that was triggering them. So this is something that's been recent, I hear, in the last 6 to 8 months, and it's something that's been very much on your mind. Now this card is wanting to pop out. Yeah, there's somebody that's very brutal with you, somebody that's very controlling. This is somebody that is trying to play the good guy, but in the end, all they want to do is control everything about you. Like, it's almost like they've been really rude to you. They've told you things, or they've made you feel certain ways, or it's almost like everything that you like, they have to dislike, or everything that you do, they have to say something negative about it. And the reason being is because they see you winning a battle, and they don't want you to win that battle. They're concerned about only one thing, and that's the materialism of the world. This person is not ever going to see you for who you are, and that's why Source is sending this situation or these helpers to help get you out of this, because what you're not realizing is that this person is actually making you very depressed. It could be an Aries, an Aquarius, a Pisces, or Scorpio that you're dealing with. It does not have to be. Those are the energies coming through. Aries really strongly here. We also have Libra energy coming out as well. Take it as it resonates, guys. It could just mean that you may be exerting some of the signs, aspects of these signs. These could be your signs, or this person is exerting some of the aspects of these signs, okay? And the thing is that this person is very angry. They're angry with themselves, and they're angry at life, and they feel the need to take that out on you. And this person's very clever, and they're going to find any kind of way to wiggle their way in. And it's like as soon as they get a toe through the door, they're going to make sure that they make your life a living hell. So whatever that is, this person does not respect you. And you know who this is. Source is saying, like, you're very aware of who this is. This card was wanting to pop out. I saw this card in the upright as I shuffled. Even prior to the video, I shuffled my cards. So I saw this card in the upright before I shuffled with the King of Wands. I split the deck. They came out together in the upright, both of them in the upright. So again, prefacing that, it's like this is bringing up those prior wounds that are keeping you from loving yourself fully. And not only that, that are keeping you from the love that you want in your life, whether that's a position, professional, whatever, right? Okay. So that's what I have for the collective in the mini reading that I do before I even start. So let's go ahead. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3 here. So for pile number 1, we have Coyote. Number 18. Let me see if I can get that to focus. Just there we go, a little bit better. Okay. For pile number 2, we have Sky, number 64, Masculine and Air, number 10. Okay, and for pile number 3, we have number 12, which is Hunger Moon or Pisces, Elders, and Rosettes. So take a moment, take a deep breath, think about your journey of self-awareness and what it is that's coming through for you. And whatever pile you gravitate towards, that should be the pile for you. Keep in mind, these are general readings, so I am getting a lot of energy coming through here. But if you guys do happen to need more time, please pause the video. As for now, I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile number 1. Okay, so for pile number 1, for those of you that chose Coyote, I am actually going to read this out of the book when we get to the end of the reading. The only message that I have that's coming through right here that Source really wants me to focus and pay attention to is that there is a trickster in your life, which if you guys watch the mini reading at the beginning, definitely resonates with that message. But that is something that's coming through here. I also heard taking your time is very important for you guys. Not to rush into anything until you're for certain of what the next step is. Excellent. We have 9-9 coming out together here. We have the 9 of Swords in the upright. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. Okay. We have the 6 of Wands in the upright. And we have the 10 of Swords reversed. Okay, so this is what self-awareness is coming through for you guys. First and foremost, you guys are beginning to see the bigger picture. You guys are beginning to see who's for you and who's against you. And I feel like this is... so, it's been a long, long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Okay, like Sam Cooke coming through strong to start off the bat. So the thing is this has been a long time for you guys really trusting your intuition, trusting yourself on the journey. You know, definitely I think that along this, it's whatever has happened has made you be stuck in your head. And this is not just something that's happened recently. This is something that is mirroring an old wound for you guys way back from when you were a child. This is something that you feel like had never ever been able to find a culmination, and it's been really frustrating for you guys. It's been a really frustrating process for you, but we do have the 10 of Swords coming out twice here. You know, it's with this 9 of Swords and the Ace of Swords together is the 10 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Swords again here in the reverse, right? And so what Source is saying here is it's like you're learning that you were the one that put limiting belief on your journey. You're learning that you were the one that stopped yourself. Isn't this crazy? I was saying you're learning, and we have Sacred Ibis coming out on the bottom, learning, number 22. As I was saying that, guys, I can't with you guys already. Okay, yeah, you guys are learning what it is that's working for you and what isn't. And in honesty, the truth is that as you guys learn this, you guys are going to bring yourselves into a better alliance with yourself, with the world around you, and with all things that are good, right? It's like you guys are learning how to up the ante in your own life, in your own journey. And this has been really scary for a lot of you guys. This has been super scary, okay? This has been something that maybe has been plaguing you. This is what's so beautiful about it, though. You're realizing it had nothing to do with anybody else. You're realizing that it was because of the conditioning that you had as a child that it forced you into believing a certain way about yourself. And so now you're starting to see yourself as the gold that you are, the beautiful being that you are, the wondrous individual that you are. And it's starting to balance out these scales because you're sick and tired of being exhausted on the journey. You're sick and tired of trying to prove to others what it is that you're capable of. And in turn, you're learning to find some sense of strength here, which has not been easy for you guys, right? And I feel like this has definitely invaded your relationships. Like, this is something that has caused you guys to fight your relationships, right? So we've used the elements water, air, earth, and fire, and ether coming out. To me, this is you guys connecting and balancing. Again, this is like that energy of balancing coming through here with you guys and having strength in regards to that. So I'm doing things a little bit differently, guys, and getting the oracles while I'm talking, so bear with me here. I also feel like this is you guys learning how to find the joy and the good, even in the bad. Being able to be victorious no matter what comes towards you. Like, even if the situation seems overwhelming and shocking and burdensome, and like, I keep hearing filthy. I don't know what that is. That might resonate with some of you guys, but that is the word I hear, filthy. Like, just something that earlier you would have just been like, I can't deal with this at all. I'm not okay with this. I don't want anything to do with this. And instead, you guys have learned how to find the silver lining. You're learning about what toxic relationships you've allowed into your life. And you're cleansing that. Like, you're finding those ties. So I did hear sex addiction for some of you guys. And I feel like that is something that, now that's not going to resonate with all of you guys, okay? It's not. I'm just going to tell you. But the thing is it's like that is coming out strongly. Also, I feel like there was a sense of greed. You guys fighting, what I was saying is like proving something to someone, and you guys are fighting this need. It's like almost saying that, like, as long as I have the money in my pocket, then I can prove to this person that I'm actually worthy of something. And you're realizing that that has been a misleaded concept all along. And that has been what's maybe been keeping you guys stuck for a long time. Your success is not measured in your dollars. Your success is measured in your happiness. And that's something that's going to come through clearly here with this new moon energy. Very strong. Again, it's taking those methodical steps in the journey to bring clarity through things that maybe have been really hard for you. Things that haven't been sound for you guys, and things that haven't worked out for you guys. It's not necessarily that they haven't worked out or it's not building a solid foundation. It's been your perspective on it all along, seeing it from this place of thinking that you had to be somewhere that you weren't in order to be successful. And that's what Source is saying, that no matter what, you guys would have come up into this place. And then once you got there, you would have said that that's not enough. And then there would have been another level that you had to get to in order to feel like enough. And then you would have gotten there and you still wouldn't have felt enough. Do you see the pattern? It would have just been this continual climbing like this, where things wouldn't have been enough. And it would have been a constant fight, broken hearts, and, you know, misleading yourself into destruction, instead of seeing how beautiful you truly are. Because you are a beautiful being, you are wondrous, and you are an amazing individual. Now, again, I feel like Source had to happen along and bring in some sense of clarity through destruction. It's almost like everything had to fall apart to fall in place. You know, the ego says, once I find peace, or what is it? Once everything falls into place, I will find peace. But the Spirit says, once I find peace, everything will fall into place. And so that's where you it's almost like you make a turn here and you're like, okay, let me find peace, because I'm tired of trying to make the pieces fit where they don't belong. There's a lot of anger coming through with this pile. I feel like you guys maybe have been really hurt in the past in a way that, like, you may be holding on to anger that you haven't been aware of, right? And you may be like, no, I've forgiven everybody, I've done this. Yeah, but there's this sense of disregard that's coming through that's actually fueled by the anger. So whomever this person is that you're dealing with, again, you know, coyotes talk about tricksters coming through. When the Queen of Wands came out in the mini reading, again, talking about that brutal energy coming through. Somebody that wants to trick you. Somebody that wants to see you fail based on what they've caused, you know. And I know people are like, oh, they're aware of it. They're aware of it. You know what? Even if somebody is aware of it, it's not up to us to deal out justice, nor is it up to us to hold on to that, because either way, that keeps us in a cyclical energy where we'll keep repeating that cycle until we're really truly ready to let go, forgive, and move on. right? Forgiveness is a daily walk. My mom always used to tell me this when I was a child. To forgive is a very difficult thing because it means that we have to be vulnerable. It means that we have to be open enough to share with the world that, you know what they did wasn't okay, but I'm not going to hold that within me for the rest of my life because I simply can't. I can't just keep holding on to this and hoping that, you know, they're going to get justice because I'm mad at them. That's not the way it works. You being angry at a situation does nothing to that other person. In fact, it shows that other person that they've won. And so they find some sick satisfaction in that. That's on them. At the end of the day, that all comes back around. You might not see it now, but it will come back around. Okay, and that's, I know it's like, but I need to make sure. No, you don't need to make sure of anything. The only person that you need to focus on is you. This is a stay in your lane, boo. Okay, it's time for you to stay in your lane. It's been a long time coming, but that change is coming. Can you hold on just a little bit longer and do what you know is necessary, no matter how difficult it may seem? There's satisfaction for you in doing the hard things, because nothing that's worth having comes easy. Theodore Roosevelt. This also has to do with embracing your purpose. You've been hiding from something about yourself because this person maybe makes you feel guilty for having this gift, okay? And that's not fair to you. So the self-awareness that comes from that is you seeing that no matter what, maybe this was an awful situation, but I can find strength in this, and I can find purpose in this, and I can find myself through all of this. And it doesn't matter what they're doing because the only person that matters in this is you. Okay, and this person, whoever this is, this could be a group of individuals, it could be a job as well. I'm really getting the sense that this is a person. It's saying that it doesn't matter what this person brings into your life. You're just basically like, you know what? I'm going to let them do them. Because when they do them, they're miserable. And you see the misery on their face. And you being a loving heart that you are, you want to help them. You want to make them feel better. But there's nothing that you can do to make them feel better about what it is that they have in their own life. There's nothing. And so you choose to change your destiny by changing you. I feel like 10, 10, 10 is a very powerful number for you here. I don't know why, but that is coming through, which also would indicate that you see 111 a lot, which is about having faith, right? And 1 is all about new beginnings. And so bringing that beginning in, when you reach 10, 10 is like bearing the fruits of your effort. It's like that harvest time when your tree has grown and it's blossomed, and now the fruit has grown and it's fallen off the tree and it's so sweet and it's ready to eat. Don't deny yourself that opportunity to enjoy the fruit of your efforts. But let's see what we've got coming out. We have vulnerability coming out. Yes, and didn't I say like you're choosing to be vulnerable? Like to forgive is a vulnerability. I love this. Offering your heart. And this is interesting because we do have heavy Gemini energy coming through. We do have Leo energy here. We also have Libra and Aquarius energy. That does not have to be any signs that you are, that you're dealing with, but it's just interesting how much air is coming out, and air is connected with the heart chakra, right? The heart chakra is the bridge in between the physical chakras and the etherical chakras. The throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra are the etherical chakras, whereas the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, and the root chakra are physical chakras. So it's like, can you connect with that bridge and really allow that bridge to work to your advantage? Not being afraid to be vulnerable and to honor what gift it is that you've been given. I do feel like a little bit of resistance here, that it's like, you know, I'm not ready to really dive in deep, and Source is saying that's okay. What Source wants you to know, though, is to take many steps in that direction, and suddenly you're going to walk through the gates. And I feel like this, again, is so symbolic for you. You know, we have 22, which is trusting the process, and it's a master number coming through here. But I feel like that's what's bringing you to this gateway. And when you start taking small steps, you start to see the light. And when you see the light, it encourages you to jump in full force. And it's like, maybe not at first, but you will eventually. Let's see what else we got. I don't know what these are. I did know what that one was, but it's the only one that flipped over, so let's see. Work. I love this. What did I say? It's your gift. This is what it is to do. It's like you guys have been focusing on working and trying to prove to this person that you can make money doing what it is that you want to do. This person doesn't care. In fact, this person wants to see you fail because they've probably spent time gossiping about you, telling people how crazy you are and stuff like that. And I'm not telling you this to make you mad. I'm telling you this so that you can take a step back and just see how hurt this person is that they couldn't follow their own dreams, and for you to follow your own dreams and that to make them mad. How sad is that? It's heartbreaking. It really is, because they can't be happy for you, because they're not happy about themselves. There's nothing that you can do to ever inspire this person to see you with eyes of love. And I'm sorry to say that, but you won't be able to. We have number 27, 9 coming out again. 9 being a powerful number for you here. 9 also bringing the situation to a close, tying up loose ends, however you want to look at it. But you guys are building something stable here. You know, you see this beautiful castle here on this card. Beaver is all about work, working hard. You know, they build dams. Sometimes you have to build a dam to keep the water in. 31:13 on the clock as I was saying that, guys. This is very important for you guys to really focus on you. Focus on your work, because you're learning how to face a new aspect of yourself. I'm going to turn this one over last because I'm going to read this with Coyote. Yeah, so we have rest equals work and work equals rest, finding balance. I love that this card came out with the Beaver card work here, showing that you do not have to overwork yourself. You just have to find a balance between it, right? Because when you're resting, you're allowing your creative aspect to come in so that you guys can tackle work. And when you're working, you should be enjoying what it is that you're doing. And I feel like this gift that you guys have is something that you've actually wanted to do all your life and maybe have not known about that. So these are from the Ghetto deck. I did say that I felt like this had to do with your relationships. This is somebody that has triggered you in the way of relationships, and also with that sexual energy coming in again. I feel like that's why this card came out. This is seeing yourself as marriage material. This is why I channeled this, see you as marriage material. It's not like a person sees you as marriage material, and I'm sure people do. I'm not trying to say not, but the reason that I channeled this message, Source wanted me to put out there that it's time for the collective to see themselves as marriage material, not just hope. Okay, don't hope that you're marriage material. Truly see yourself as marriage material, and it will help heal this. This is healing a wound, right? And this will help heal it, because you're going to see that you're worthy of the love that you desire. Got the hiccups as confirmation here. Excuse me, let me take a drink. Oh, that's better. So making sure that you guys see yourself from a high place, right? Seeing yourself with eyes of love. Yeah, your sex is on fire. Again, what did I say? Like, I almost can't with you guys. Like, I just can't. We have a lot of synchronicities coming out here. Wow. Okay, these wanted to turn over right now. Again, saying that you've been with a lot of people that this is why they've been with you. Not because of love. They've just been with you because of what you could offer them, and that's your physical body. And it's time for you to respect yourself and say, no, I'm not just a physical being for you to enjoy. I am a person. I'm a human. I have feelings, and I deserve love. And you are struggling right now, but struggles equal growth. Struggles equal growth, right? And I think this bored card came out because I feel like you're really bored with the situation. Even if you might not see it, you're just kind of bored being where you're at. And it's time for a change. That could be a locational change. You know, we had disgust come out on the bottom too. Look, and angry and annoyed coming out underneath that. Yeah, you're just in this energy like you, again, anger is coming out, being disgusted with the situation. You're really annoyed by this person, and you're really, quite frankly, bored with the way that they keep acting. You're like, look, there's nothing different in the way that you show up. We have Weave the Future Golden, number 44. Look at that. We had 22 coming out on the bottom over here, 44. So again, a lot of synchronicities here with the master numbers coming up. Let me read this one to you guys, and then I will read the Shaman Oracle card to you guys. So let's see, 44, which I believe was the last card. Weave the future golden. Says something good is coming your way. Yes. Kuan Yin urges you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, teachings, and circumstances and synchronicities waiting for you that will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. Did you know how much the divine wishes to support and assist you in living your heart's truth this lifetime? Kuan Yin, with grace and compassion, wishes to help you ascend to the next level of your life expression so that your light soul, or your soul light, may shine more brightly on the planet and help you and other beings to live with more heart and less fear. You can choose to live a life infused with the golden energy of peace, prosperity, joy, and creativity. A future soul golden is being woven into your present moment now, like a tapestry with the choices and actions that you make in this moment. You call into being the divine golden tapestry of future bliss. Clever you. Kuan Yin is aware that there are opportunities and assistance waiting for you in your future embodiment. She wishes to assist you in drawing those future gifts into the present moment where they can be of most use to you. This oracle indicates that there is something special waiting in the wings for you. And if you wish to do so, you can receive healing and elevate your vibration so that you are able to receive it more readily. If you've been holding a secret wish in your heart, perhaps to publish a book, to become a healer, to teach or to write or sing, to attract a loving soulmate partnership, or to spiritually awaken at a deeper level, take a moment to feel what it would be like for that heart-filled wish to manifest right now. Can you imagine the joy of it? Can you also allow for that joy to be such a normal, ordinary occurrence that it could be a part of your life right now? This is how you begin to weave that manifestation into this moment. Be bold, dream big, and imagine what it would feel like to live your dreams. Can you begin to cultivate those feelings now, irrespective of whether you see the manifestation in physical form or not as yet? Sitting with joy in your heart, whether it relates to something specific or not, is magnetic to the good that the universe wishes to deliver to you. It's like switching your inner light on a higher voltage so that special opportunities perfect for you can find their way to you more swiftly. And if your great good comes in an unexpected form, but it still feels wonderful, and accept it. Your future golden will come into your life in the most beautiful ways, and usually, if it is not exactly as we imagined it, it is still even more perfect for us. That's so beautiful, guys. Like, seriously. What was I saying? Like, you guys are letting go of the old, bringing in the new. There's something that you guys are holding on to that you know of. It's a gift that you guys have. And Source is saying that that gift is going to bring you happiness. Please, this is your guys' okay to take that and to go with it, right? I'm going to read Coyote, and then we'll grab a few messages from the ghetto bag. It says, I am Coyote. I am trickster. Watch out. I will trick you. I'll concentrate my digging in one place to throw you off track of my real destination. This is the energy of that person coming through. It's like you cared so much, but this person just wants to see you fail. And I'm sorry to say that, guys, not everybody is for us. And a lot of people are doing it on a subconscious level because secretly inside they don't feel like they can succeed. And so it hurts them to see if other people succeed, okay? As soon as you've taken the bait, I'll go after the real prize. I am joy, laughter, and humor. Lighten up. My vision sees down long, dark tunnels, and my keen sense of smell knows what it's after, even in the tall, sweet grass of the plains. I double-check all the signals. Do you? I am the teacher and the teaching. I am dogging you to watch out. Are you saying what a fool I've been? Perhaps you need to lighten up and laugh at the situation and howl at the moon, which is so funny because this is a moon reading. Is your life a little tricky now? Have you found yourself in a mess? How are you going to get out? It is time for you to examine all the evidence and see things from a different perspective. Isn't that what I said? Quit blaming others, fate, and bad luck. Take responsibility for your actions. You stumbled all by yourself. Now laugh and learn the lesson, or I will dog you until you do. And I love this that Coyote came out, because isn't that exactly what I said? If you guys don't let go of the situation, if you don't forgive, it's just going to keep happening again and again, right? I'll dog you until you do. And so it's just saying, are you ready to let go? Okay, one more. Are you ready to let go, saying that what happened, it's not that it was right, but I'm forgiving because I want to be free. I want this one. Solar plexus chakra work is so important for you guys again. And I love that that came out with the work card, because that's definitely about taking sound action here. Let me see if I can get this to focus. There we go. Right? So taking action towards your goals, connecting with your inner power. Too scared to say I love you. So yeah, there's a person in your life right now that's too scared to say I love you. It's not that they don't love you, it's just that they're too scared to say it. And I feel like that's the other thing. I feel like this person loves and hates what you do to them. But if this is a relationship, it's just not, it's not going to go in the direction that you're hoping for, because this person is so hurt inside. Aw, my loveliest piles one. You guys are all some star seeds. Yes. I love that. Look at that star seed. Yes, you guys are some star seeds. So definitely connecting with your star home, you know, will help you guys feel more loved. You guys can always connect with where it is that you're from. If you know, if you don't know, then it's a good time to ask what star seed you are, and then connecting with them. You know, we've got Palladians, we've got Arcturians, we've got, gosh, there's so many. I wish I knew more. I will do some more research on that, guys. Look, you're about to come up into a glow up. Yeah, when you guys let go, you're going to glow up. And this person's going to have to watch that. Right? Like, that is the karma. And it's not for you guys to be like, ha ha, like in your face. No, this is really about humbling yourselves in the situation. You know, honestly, when you have somebody in your life that's like this, it's okay not to feel bad for them, but to understand that, you know, wow, that must be a really hard life that you live, always constantly in judgment of others, right? Yeah, stop pointing blame is coming out here. Yeah, you guys definitely blame this person for a lot of your bad luck in life. And, you know, I understand this too. We're all guilty of it. But Source is saying at this point, there's a lesson here that needs to be learned. And that's what's going to help you weave your golden future. Spiritual attachments, cut ties. Yeah. What else do you need to hear? Like, this person is not necessarily going to be there through thick and thin for you. This is a spiritual attachment. This is somebody you've lived lives with. This is a cycle that you're repeating from past lives. You guys believe in that? If it's not past lives, it's from your prior childhood in this life. So however you look at it. Yes, and Source coming through. Guess what, my loves? You'll be remembered for centuries. Own your gift. Own your gift. It's very special. It's very special, and it's not, like, I want people to begin to understand we all have gifts. We all have gifts, and some of us are just more tuned into our gifts than others, because some of us came more awake than others because we've traveled longer on the journey than others, and that's not something to hold over somebody. I feel like Source is really saying be humbled. It's like, I keep hearing you say, why me? And Source is saying, why not? But not to use that as a, yeah, that's right, why not? To use that as a sign of saying, wow, you know, like, Source really did create me, and in creating me gave me access to this beautiful gift, to this beautiful connection that I have, and I can help others find their own gifts, and I can help others find their own their own connection with Source, and that is the beauty. That's what we're all here to do, right? We're all here to find our own inner peace, and in finding our own inner peace, we learn how to bring that side to others. It's about finding authenticity. So are you guys going to learn the lesson and forgive and move on? You know, forgiveness doesn't mean that you invite this person back into your life, right? Forgiveness means that you say what you did is what you did, and there's nothing that I can do to create or change that. But what I can do is forgive you right now and know that I'm free. And I set you free from this connection as well, cutting those spiritual attachments. You know, Guys, and even I've been on this journey for a long time. Oh, look, Source coming out. Thank you for choosing to overcome your struggles. Love, Source. Oh, Source is like, I got you, boo. No need to fret. No need to worry. I'm asking you to do this for yourself. I'm not going to let you down. You guys are coming into a new self-perspective, a new self-awareness, realizing that it has nothing to do with what this person has brought into your life, but rather the fact that this person brought in self-healing. Whether you realized it before or until now, it doesn't matter. The self-healing is so very important for you guys. So if you find that this does resonate with you guys, leave me a blue heart down below. And just, you know, that way I know you guys picked pile 1. It's definitely been a beautiful reading. My heart goes out to you guys. I know you're going to get through this. And just know that it's just a process, right? Like, I love that I said a blue heart and then shining lotus with this blue background comes out. Great. Great energy for you guys. You have a beautiful time waiting ahead. Honestly, this journey has been all about getting up out of your head and into your body and feeling with your gut and feeling with your heart and knowing with your intuition. And I feel like that's not been easy for you. It's not an easy journey for anybody, right? But what is becoming your higher self-awareness right now is that you guys are learning to connect with yourself, maybe in a way that you've not been able to because you've been too busy trying to put the blame on other people for getting you into the situations that you're now in. Whereas maybe that's an old belief and maybe that worked for you before. You're going to find that that's not going to work out for you like that in this time. So Source is just saying, be brave, let go. Don't be afraid to change, even though change is scary. This change is going to be for the better, okay? That's what I have for you guys. Pile number 1, please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below. Set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. Again, if this resonated, leave me a blue heart down below and let me know. I'm sending you guys out so much light and love. But I'm going to leave it there until next time. Go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other next time. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, pile number 2. So for those of you that chose Sky, this is masculine energy and air. Sky is also connected with the ether. We have number 10, which is from 64, completion of a cycle. What I heard Source say is that you are boundless and limitless. Own your potential. So I'm not going to channel too much from this card right now because Source doesn't want me to read the meaning from the books. But what is coming in this Capricorn new moon? Higher self-awareness for you guys. Okay, so we have the Empress in the reverse. Ooh, we have the Death in reverse. Okay. We have the Ace of Coins. Interesting. We have the 6 of Swords. Wow. You guys are very stubborn. Like, it's just the energy. No insults or anything here. It's just you guys are very stubborn. And based on your emotions, you guys would make decisions and choices in a split second that would sometimes hurt you, okay? And so what is coming through is you guys are realizing this about yourself. You're realizing that it's okay to take your time to see things as they are. And I feel like this has also been in your sense of creativity. Like, you guys maybe jumped the gun on a lot of your creative projects and endeavors and not plan them out and just hoped that they would work out. And it's not that they haven't, but they didn't come through kind of like how you thought they would. See, we have number 3 with the Empress here and 13 with the... Well, this is the number 13 card in my deck, okay? And so 3 and 1 is 4, so we have 3 and 4 coming out together here, right? And so this has been about you guys feeling spiritually empty and not being able to connect with Source in a deeper way because you guys really thought that your success was your connection with Source. This is that material success coming in. You guys could be a Libra, a Taurus, a Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Libra, a Taurus, or a Scorpio. You don't have to be. You could also be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or an Aquarius. You don't have to be, but that is the energies coming out here. And it's like it's almost like that impulsivity has been keeping you away from your new beginning, your happiness, your stability. And it's not that it's been bad or anything like that. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like this is like, when we don't make accidents, we make happy mistakes. I heard from Bob Ross. So yeah, this is like you guys have just made happy mistakes along the way, even though to you maybe they feel like, or happy accidents, maybe they feel like mistakes. That's why I said that, because to you guys they feel like mistakes. You feel like you did something wrong. You feel like you didn't take the right road, or you didn't do what was good for you. And sources, it was 50:05 on the clock when I said that. Sources saying, no, you did exactly what you were meant to do, because even though you didn't feel like it, you were being led down this journey to overcome certain fears and aspects. And one of those fears and aspects was actually of yourself. Seems odd, right? To be afraid of yourself. But a lot of us are, and we don't realize it. And that's something that's kind of like, after you overcome the fear of speaking your truth, and after you overcome the fear of taking action, after you overcome the fear of chasing your dream, well, at the end of it all, what's the next fear? Well, it's of ourselves. We can't fear ourselves and our abilities and our potential, but many of us do, because if we become successful, then what does that make the people around us? Because we feel their fear, we feel their hurt, we feel their pain if we become successful and they don't. When in truth, it's just that too is something that you had to let go of as a societal belief, as a construct that was holding you back from your journey, from your truth on your journey. And this one was a hard one, let me tell you. Your ego was holding on to this like for dear life. For dear life. And it's not just you. You are ending generational curses here. This has been flowing around in your ancestors for a long time. For a long time. And so what happens is once you guys overcome this, it's not like you're going to stay stuck here again. This is what self-awareness is coming in. You're going to realize that your abundance is you. It's not what you make. It's not what you do. It's not who you are. It's you. You're your abundance. You as a person, as a living being, that is your abundance. That's the gift. You're the gift. Just having breath in your lungs makes you a gift. And that's been hard, because that's your true potential, is just being the gift. Not having to own up to anybody's standards. Not even having to own up to your own standards, but just being happy being alive, and being grateful being alive, and finding balance within that. Right? This is a mental balance that you guys are seeking for, and it's been really hard. The transformation has been really hard, because it means that you have to accept the things about yourself that you've been trying to run from, that you've been trying to hide from. And so as you learn how to accept these parts about yourself, you bring your energy into balance. And not only that, you truly let go of things that your mom had to deal with, your dad had to deal with, your grandparents had to deal with, your grandparents' grandparents has had to deal with, and so on and so forth. Isn't that interesting that the sky came out, and it's like Source is saying, like, you aren't a limitless being, but you've been so afraid of your own true potential. You've been afraid of your own true potential, because it's like, what have I done to deserve to be great? That's honestly what I keep hearing. And it's like, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Like, you're trying to put a label on something that deserves no label. It deserves just to simply be. Right? It's like when you go out and you see a tree. Can a tree be anything but a tree? No. And do you think that tree goes around every day saying, oh, I wish I were a rose, that I blossomed and died with every season, maybe never to grow back again, and had thorns? No. A tree is happy being a tree because it's a tree. It doesn't know anything else. But us as humans, we are so cognitive of things out in front of us that we're always comparing ourselves. We compare ourselves to the tree. Why can't I be like the tree? Why can't I just be a tree? Source is saying, because you're you, pile 2. You're you, and that's what I intended you to be. Source is perfect. Source makes no mistakes. And now you get to see yourself as an imperfectly perfect being. but that's been the most difficult thing for you. So your higher self-awareness that's coming in with this Capricorn full moon is that you keep healing the past parts of yourself. Forgiveness is key. Letting yourself let go of the things that aren't serving you. Completing karmic cycles is a big thing coming through as well. And allowing your guys' selves to connect with Source. And I feel like you maybe have had a hard time connecting with Source recently because you haven't seen the point. Well, what's the point? It just seems like nothing's happened to me this far. So why should I just keep continuing? Guys, we all get that way on this journey. I even get that way on this journey. Because it's like, what is so interesting about faith is that your faith has to be tested in order to see if it's true. If you're being true, are you truly faithful? One can say they have faith, and the minute their faith gets tested, they're just like, nope, that's it. I close shop. I'm done. Is that really having faith? And when you see someone with faith who has conviction, it's like they've lost everything, but they still know that things are going to work out for them. They don't have anything. They don't have a dollar to their name, but they're still like, you know what? Things are going to work out for me. And you're like, how? And they're like, I don't know. That's faith. I just know it's going to work out for me. And you're over there like, man, I wish I could be like that. I know you guys have run into people like that because Source is bringing it up to talk about. It must be something that you guys have all thought about. This is your time. This is your turn. It's like you said you wanted faith like that. Well, what you're going through right now is testing your faith. Are you really, truly able to trust Source? 77 is a very powerful number for you guys. It's also saying that you have an opportunity to connect with Source. If you feel spiritually defeated now, it takes one prayer. It takes one session at your altar. It takes one meditation. It takes you in this connection with Source, walking out in nature, to reconnect. You don't have to fight that. You don't have to fight anything about Source. Source is here walking with you. I saw this thing about how sometimes Source will wait on people and it's like a pointless waiting. Wow, card just flew off the table, guys. Thankfully it didn't turn over, so I don't know what it is. But it like flew off my table. Right? Like sometimes Source spends a lifetime waiting on people to see that we're all connected and we all have this ability to connect with Source in such a beautiful way. And they say that Source waits in vain. But is it really waiting in vain? Because Source knows all potential possibilities. Right? Knows that some children aren't going to come home this lifetime. And that's okay. But you're different, Pile 2. You're on the spiritual journey. And you chose at the beginning to come home. And so Source is saying, like, it's okay to feel ready to give up. The journey to self-discovery and the journey to faith and the journey to spirituality, whatever that is, if you claim a religion, it does not matter. I'm not here to put a label on that. But the journey home is the journey to God, to Source, to our Creator, to the universe. Right? And it's that journey that's most difficult for people because we can't see any of it with our two eyes. We can feel it, we can sense it, we can know it, we can understand it, we can understand it. But it's not something that we physically see, can look up at the sky and see Source being like, oh, I'm putting this here, I'm putting this over here, and then once I do that, these two pieces are going to connect, and this is going to be a straight line for you so that you can move fluidly and flawlessly through this. Right? It's not like that. That's not how it works. It's like, it's something different. But it's like we as humans have gotten so used to wanting to know, well, how? How is that going to work? How is that going to come together? How is that going to be? You know, well, why? Why does it have to be like that? And it's like Sources over here, like, that's not for you guys to figure out. It never has been. That's for Source to figure out. And it's always been like that. It's always been for Source to figure it out along the way. Right? It's not for you to figure out. It's not for you to determine. It's not for you to say, oh, I know exactly what's going to happen from point A to point B. And that's why you've been so afraid of your own journey. Right? Let's see here. Yeah, you've given your power away. So this could be somebody in your life that's making you feel like you're not worthy of having what it is that you want, or that makes you feel disconnected from yourself and from your journey with Source. If it's not, that's okay. Source is saying that they were brought to you to trigger this. It's like this feeling of not feeling worthy. Somebody's sneaky in your life. There's a person in your energy that's very sneaky. Yeah, and with these pink colors coming out here too, feel like this is connecting with the star crown chakra, which is one above the crown chakra. That's definitely your connection with Source. Like, Source is very making this very apparent. Like, this is about you connecting to Source. That's your completion of the cycle. It's up to you to change, to find your stability in that, your strength in that stability with Source, and knowing that even if you can't see it with your own two eyes, it doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. Aww. We have rainbow blessings coming out. Source is ready to bless you. Now remember, blessing is not always financial abundance, right? Blessings could be a changed perspective, letting go of a generational curse, which is definitely coming through here, right? Higher self-awareness is absolutely a blessing. Even if it is abundance that you're looking for, financial abundance, Source is saying it's all these steps that are going to bring you into that. It's up to you guys to really use your discernment, though. They want me to say this. Using your discernment to figure out who it is that's being sneaky in your life and allow yourself to just kind of like distance yourself from this person. Ooh, what did I say? Family curses coming through. We have Songlines Orca coming out. Number 30. Your angels are with you. 3 and 3 coming out together here because it wants to be put over here. I'm saying this is a thing. It's like this is you healing those generational curses that have kept you asleep. You know, look at this beautiful sleeping little girl here, right? And they're here and it's like Source is coming down. It's like it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and do what's best for you in this time. And you're healing these generational curses. It's time for you to make your own song and dance. Okay, I'm going to read this one at the end with your sky energy. Let's see what we got coming in here. Source saying, study ancient wisdom and you will begin to find your own answers. Yeah, so part of your guys' growth is you studying ancient wisdom. You guys also have ancient knowledge within, and this will help activate those next levels. Again, I keep hearing, why me? Well, it's like Source saying, why not you? And that's what I feel like they're going to say. As you study this ancient wisdom, you guys are going to come into the knowledge of why it has to be you. It's interesting. You guys could resonate with one of the other piles. You don't have to go watch it. But if you guys were drawn to 2 piles, it's worth checking out. We have use the elements, water, air, earth, and fire, and ether. So connecting with all the elements, right? It's like being able to connect with the elements will help you guys come into more balance. And this, again, ether is connecting with Source, right? Like connecting to the ether through the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra. Look at that. Equals work, work equals rest, finding balance. It's like sometimes I feel like you guys give up on your journey and you just go into this period of waiting. And then other times you go into this period of just overworking yourself and there's no balance in what it is that you're doing. And so Source is saying, like, finding pleasure in the small things and then finding guidance when you guys take a step away, not for like weeks and weeks and weeks, but if you go on break for a couple of days, using that to bring you into a centered place so that you can see how blessed you are on your journey. Wow. So you guys, I could be talking to a lot of divine femmes here. It doesn't have to be, but we have man who secretly sleeps with other men. If you're a man on here and you're sleeping with other men and you're posing as heterosexual and not owning that you're bi, Source is just saying, like, that's being sneaky to yourself, okay? Like, you need to own how you feel. Now, for those of you that have somebody in your life, this could be who's being secret and sneaky in your life, is they're sneaking around sleeping with men and not telling you. You guys probably already have an inkling, though, which is why you've given your power away. Basically saying you guys know what's going on, but you're choosing to turn the other way. And Source is saying this is not one of those times where you choose to turn the other way. because that YU energy is going to keep creeping up with this. When you let sneaky people in, it keeps pushing on that trigger, like saying you're not good enough to have what it is that you've asked for. Okay, and I'm not here judging anybody. I don't honestly care. The whole reason that Source wanted me to channel these messages, I also have women who secretly sleep with other women, is because this is that energy of like, if you can't be honest with yourself about that and be open about that because of judgment, then how can you ever be open and honest with others? Because you fear judgment. And so I feel like Source is really pointing out here, you yourself are afraid of judgment. I'm not saying that this is your energy here. This could be somebody in your energy, which is what I felt at first. But I feel like Source does want to say, for those of you that are men on here, that, you know, you haven't owned this and you're afraid of how people are going to look at you, it's time for you to stop worrying about what everyone else is concerned about and be more concerned about how you feel and honor your feelings. You know, if you want to sleep with a man, go sleep with a man. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Source created love in all different ways. But you have to own that for yourself. And you can't expect people to understand that if you don't, right? So again, and if that's not resonating with you, the same message. You can't expect others to understand you if you refuse to understand yourself. And so the sneaky energy also is for self here. If there's somebody who's sneaky in your energy, it means that you're being sneaky about yourself in one shape or the other. And that's owning the fact of who you are, right? You're kind of being sneaky about who you are. You don't want people to see you for who you are. Yeah. So your blessings that are coming in, this is what Source just said as I turn this over. Your blessings that are coming in, are you actually finding inner happiness? Inner happiness. Being happy about who you are. That's a huge blessing, right? The Threshold. I love that you guys got this card. This is beautiful. We have 39 coming out, which is 12. 12 is a number for me about changing your perspective. We definitely had that in the mini reading coming out. But just not being afraid to see things from a fresh perspective. I'm going to read this to you guys, and then I'll read this, and then we'll grab some messages from the ghetto bag and leave it at that. We'll see what's up, guys. Beautiful messages, guys. Overall, you're doing great. Don't be afraid to own who you are. This is a threshold. At the threshold you stand. Before you lies a way of being that is beyond fear. And again, why I feel like this came out. Like, even if this message does not resonate with you physically, it's the meaning behind the message that is resonating with you on a deeper message. Moving beyond fear, moving beyond the judgment of others, moving beyond what other people think. It is a sacred passing through a karmic veil into a new life of empowerment, peace, spiritual service to humanity, and joy in your own soul. I love this. So many synchronicities coming out. Congratulations, you are embarking on a phase of deepest soul liberation into freedom of love that triumphs over fear. It has been quite a journey. Many lifetimes and much inner work has been required for you to be able to perceive the light of the divine even underneath the density of fear. You are fast approaching the karmic threshold where you can shift from a fear-based to a love-based embodiment. This is a sacred and important time where it is wise to surround yourself with those that are able to support you in this love-based reality. In the near future, you will be able to sustain your vibration even amongst beings that are based in fear, and then you will be of even greater service to life, love, and divine power on this planet. For now, allow beloved Kuan Yin to help you connect to the beauty and potency, the love and fearless, endless joy of your own higher self. Do not be disheartened by any old fears that are surfacing. You do not need to create a story out of them. You can just observe them with love and allow them to pass. It is just your inner self releasing any vibration which is not aligned with unconditional love. Sometimes there can be a deep testing. Oh my gosh, didn't I say your guys' faith is being tested? Wow, I'm done. There can be deep testing on the threshold. This is not an exam to be afraid of, but an opportunity to release your development and really be secure on a firm inner spiritual foundation before moving forward in your soul service to those or to others through how you live and be on this planet. It is no use in preparing to assist others on a higher scale and moving from fear to love if you are still making the transition yourself. Let yourself stabilize in the new vibration, then your ability to help others will increase naturally with much grace, assistance, and effortlessness. And well done, beloved. There is much love and celebration in the spiritual world about this shift for you. Remember that the only defense ever needed, no matter what the apparent fear or threat, is unconditional love in the heart, which allows for compassion and detachment. You are safe, and you are quickening in your readiness to pass the threshold. Your journey is truly blessed. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you guys. This is such a great message. Sorry, I'm just so excited. I love when stuff like this happens, and the synchronicities are off the charts. This absolutely goes in line with these two energies here coming out. This is saying it's time for you to let go of those old beliefs. Judgment is not going to serve you. That's a fear, right? Fear of judgment, that's a fear. You are who you are, and that's imperfectly perfection, right? It doesn't matter. Source made you as you are, exactly as you are, the way that you are, because you have purpose being that way, no matter what that is. I'm going to read this one, Sky, Masculine, Air. It says, I am the sky, I am father, I am grandfather. It is to me that all life comes. I am the place of power. You've given your power away. Look to me for your power. It is to me, the upper world, that the shaman journeys for enlightenment and creativity. Look up to the sky for spiritual direction. It is to me that all look for the future. I am the sixth direction honored. I am the branches of the sacred tree of life. Lift your spirits to the heavens for my unlimited energy. I am the masculine energy, the electric, the yang, the right side. I am the great spirit. This is Source coming in saying, look, y'all, here I am giving you some messages. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to hear? I hear with ears of love. Okay, thank you, Source. We'll get a few of these out from the ghetto bag, guys. I love this bag. This thing is so amazing. Okay. Aquarius came open while I was throwing it out. So we have Aquarius energy here. You guys could be dealing with an Aquarius. You don't have to be. I said that earlier in the reading, which is beautiful. An hour 11 and 44 seconds on the clock. This is just saying to be unique and stand out above the crowd, even if I gotta shout out loud. Tonight is the only thing we'll see. We're gonna stand out till you notice me. Right? That's what Aquarius energy is to me. It's just like being unique and being beautiful in that uniqueness, right? And not being afraid of who you are. Like, Aquarians are the epitome of people who do not follow the rules and regulations. This is what they're saying. Don't follow the rules and regulations. You need to embrace your courage. Yes, these are beautiful. Thank you, Source, for those clarifying messages. Just thank you so much. Being courageous on this journey. It's been hard, right? Again, the secret energy coming out here. It's like you're afraid that somebody knows your secret. Well, you don't even understand your own secret because you're not giving yourself a chance to see it. You're not giving yourself a chance to own it. It doesn't matter. Everybody has secrets, guys. But if we don't look at the bad things that we think of ourselves and accept those with arms of unconditional love and embrace ourselves, you'll never be able to have this journey go to that next level. The threshold is all about embracing yourself with arms of unconditional love, no matter what it is that you find. Single and time to mingle. So you guys could be single. You guys could be about to become single knowingly. Source is just saying, hey, get out there and mingle, y'all. It's time. It's time for y'all to get out there. You could have been dealing with somebody who was sneaky and sleeping with other people behind your back. Third-party energy coming through here. So it's like you guys need to really embrace the intuition that you guys are receiving. Like the intuitive knowing that you guys are receiving. It's very important for you. I love you. This is Source coming in, guys. This is not another person. This is Source just saying I love you. I feel like you guys just need that. If you're like me, I need answers and signs that clarify those answers and signs that clarify those answers and signs that clarify those answers and signs. And then maybe I'll be ready to make that next step. So Source is coming in saying, I love you, boo. You're amazing. Emotional upset keeps getting triggered. What did I say? What's going on right now? You're getting triggered. You guys are overcoming this trigger. You guys are dealing with this. It's something that has risen to the top here. And we absolutely had that with the threshold coming out too. Don't be afraid of these emotional upsets. Rather embrace them, send them love, and accept that they're there and say, you know what, that's not who I am. It's just something that has happened to me along the journey. Your heart knows best. Yes. Your heart knows best. Start listening to your heart. Don't be afraid of your journey. Like, again, it's like, I feel like you guys are so afraid of your true potential, and you guys are afraid of who you are. And Source is saying, like, you don't have to be, because I put you here for purpose. Oh, yes. I love you, Source. Thank you so much. Yeah, you guys definitely need reassurance from Source, like, all the time, and that's okay. I'm just saying, like, I understand that for sure. It says, we are proud of you. This was from my spiritual team. To me, they wanted me to channel this message for you guys too, because this is your spiritual team coming in. This is Source coming in saying, look, boo, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. You've done so good. You've done amazing things. You guys have opened up to this new energy. Don't be afraid to embrace courage. Don't be afraid to get out there and connect with others on a different kind of level. Like, you don't have to be committed to no one, right? This is about you guys learning what it is that you accept in your life and what you won't accept in your life. And I feel like this energy that came out here is kind of indicative of the kinds of people that you've allowed into your life before, and you're closing out this cycle, and closing out this cycle takes courage. It takes you standing out. It takes you being unique to yourself, finding your own inner happiness, and not being afraid to use what you know. Use what you know. Don't be sneaky with yourself, right? Like, just don't. It's okay. And if you guys want to try something new, like i.e., and again, I'm not a judging person here. I don't care. I think everybody is meant to love who they're meant to love, because it teaches the rest of the world that love is it's unconventional. Love is not what we think love is, just between a man and a woman. It's not. It could be between anybody and anyone who claims any part, right? Like transgender. It could be between man and man. It could be between women and women. It could be whatever it is that makes you happy. It doesn't matter. I think that that's what the beauty is of why there's so many different people who prefer different things. And so if you've been afraid of maybe you're not straight like you thought you were, or like I said, it was like, this is like bisexual energy coming out to me and not owning that. My nose is going crazy saying that it's okay to accept that you're bi. It's okay. Like Source is saying, don't be upset. Don't be sad. I didn't make a mistake in creating you. But it's like there's purpose, because you're going to show people there's a different way to love. And that's what I want. Like, I want people to understand that love is not what people have said that it is. Love is what I've said it is. And it's not anything that really anybody knows. We have never let you journey alone. We stand for, fight for, and guide you the whole way. Love your ancestors. Guys, you guys, look, secret lover behind closed doors. Yeah, whoever you're dealing with has not been good to you. They've not been good to you, okay? And that's just because you've been hiding from yourself. You've been afraid of yourself. And Source is just saying, like, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. And go and do it, boo, because something good is coming. Look, oh, that's why they said you're shy right now. I feel like they wanted this one to be seen. You're being shy and bashful. Like, you're just afraid. Like, what if people paint a picture about me that's not the way that it is? Source is saying that doesn't matter. I created you this way for purpose, because you're going to show people something new. You have something beautiful to offer the world, pile 2. You do. You guys are going to bring some kind of new beginning in for your life, which is going to help others bring a new beginning in. And even if you don't want to inspire the whole world, that's okay. It's not about inspiring the whole world. Even if you inspire one person to become themselves, you have no idea how much you've helped all of humanity just based on that, right? We had wolf instinct coming out on the bottom here. Yeah, there's something about you guys following your deep intuitive knowing here. Not being afraid of that. Not being afraid of who you are any longer. Your family made you be scared about who you are when you were growing up, because they were afraid of themselves. And so it's like, oh, I gotta fear the fact that I'm different than everyone. Nope. You gotta embrace it. Nobody's the same. Sorry, this is not... What is it? Why do I keep seeing like Cat in the Hat? You know, in the Cat in the Hat Dr. Seuss movie when she's like, they're showing the neighborhood in the live action one with Mike Myers, and how the whole neighborhood, they have the same cars, they all live in the same houses. We have happiness coming out when I split the deck here, guys. Source really wants you to be happy. Yeah, so it's like, you know, that's the energy that's coming through here. It's like they're basically saying, like, you're not meant to live like that. Like, you're basically the cat in the hat in that whole town. Like, you're the only one that's different. You don't do things the same. You have thing 1 and thing 2, and that's your personality coming through, and that's okay. Some of you guys might be a Gemini. But letting go and finding new aspects of yourself, it's so important here, because you just put yourself into a box because everybody else made you put yourself into a box, and you thought that was how it was meant to be. And it's not. So your higher self-awareness is exploration of the world around you in a way that you've never even known. All right, this is what I have for you guys. Pile 2 is a lovely reading. I'm sending out my heart to you guys. You guys are doing an amazing job. I'm proud of you. Your guides are proud of you. Source is proud of you guys. No one is upset with you guys. Stop acting like they are, because honestly, you've done so much, and you're doing more than the person who's just sitting around on the couch, okay? So get up and make that change for yourself. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to my channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know when the next video does go live. And with that being said, until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye. Okay, pile number 3. I was selected to lead, not to read. Pile 3. Okay. So, number 12 coming out here, guys. You guys have probably heard me say that so many times. It's just every time I get to pile 3, like, that's what I think of from the Simpsons movie. You know what? Before I get into this, I feel like I need to say this, because I feel like some of you guys feel like you're late bloomers, and I feel like that's why sources make me talk about this. I didn't see my first Simpsons show until I was 20 years old, because my parents hated The Simpsons, and so it was never allowed to be on in our home. Like, it was despised so much that my dad would get really mad if we watched it. Nothing bad, guys. That was his belief. He didn't want us to watch it. He thought it was a terrible show. And so the first time I saw it was actually when I went to college, and it was on in the commons room, and I was like, I've never seen this before. And everybody was like, wait, you've never seen The Simpsons? It's like the longest running cartoon. And I was like, yeah, I know, I just never watched it growing up. Like, I wasn't allowed to. And so I finally watched it when I was 20 years old. And it's hilarious. Like, I can't say I've seen a whole lot of episodes, but I've seen as much as I could. And I watched the movie. It was great. It was hilarious. And so I feel like Source is saying, like, you're not a late bloomer. You know, especially with getting the Pisces hunger moon here. Pisces is the eldest one in the zodiac. They're the oldest zodiac. I'm a Pisces, guys, so it's interesting. Energy already coming through, very spiritual. It's almost like you guys had to develop later on in life so that you could be mentally, emotionally, and physically capable of the next step that's coming through. And so that's part of your guys' spiritual awareness right now that's coming through with this Capricorn full moon, is just understanding that it had to take this amount of time for you guys to get where you are in order for you to be capable of carrying. It's like carrying the torch is what I heard. Okay. So we have 12 Hunger Moon, Pisces, Rosettes, and Elders coming out with the wolf here in the center. Wolf connected to your intuition. I'm going to read this to you. I'm not going to channel too much beyond that. That's what Source wanted me to channel here. Let me make sure that's in the frame up there. Wait, the air up there. Another movie feeling like having no time to create their own potential, but then seeing somebody seeing the potential in you. So there could be somebody that's coming into your life that's going to see the potential in you and come forward with a career option or a business offer with you guys. That is really weird. That was kind of like out of left field coming in. So what spiritual awareness is coming through for you guys? We have the 4 Swords reversed. We have the 5 of Wands reversed. Okay. Wow, we have the Knight of Swords reversed. Wow. And we have the 3 of Wands. Let me just check something really quick here, guys. It's a lot of Action towards your thought process is the first thing I heard here. Not being afraid to see things in a different light. You guys definitely put yourself into a box thinking that you guys belong in a certain place. And the reason being is because we've got the 3 wands here in the reverse. The reason being is because there's a lot of people who come into your life thinking that they have to keep you distracted from your journey. Like they're afraid of your success on your journey, and so they come in and they try to distract you. This could also be lower vibrational energies coming in to distract you from your journeys. Not understanding. It's interesting, we have 3, 4, and 5 here. Yes, they're all kind of spread out, and I feel like it's again that energy of taking time to learn your guys' journey. Like you really feel like your journey has been all over the board. Like, is it ever going to even out? And Source is saying, like, yeah, it's going to even out. It's been evening out, but you don't see that right now. My nose is going crazy, guys. No, I don't have allergies. No, nothing like that. It's just that when I'm hitting something on the nail, like, Source always tickles my nose like crazy. I think it's because sometimes I question if what I'm talking about is even right or real. And so it means that it's resonating very deeply with somebody. So if it's you, give me a green heart down below in the comment section. Just let me know it's you. You don't have to say anything else. Just leave a green heart down below in the comment section, okay? Yeah, it's just been this journey for you guys of finding out how to complete things. Again, we do have perspective energy coming through here. Changing the way you view your journey, changing the way you view yourself. Like it's been hard for you to change beyond people who've controlled your life in some way, shape, or form, or the fact that you've given your power away to these people, right? And so I feel like you guys see 12-12 a lot. I feel like you also see 12-21 a lot. And Source is saying this is just reminding you that you have a higher purpose, and it doesn't matter if you didn't reach that purpose until you were 100 years old. You did exactly what you meant to do coming here in this life, and you didn't do it late. You did it right on schedule, right on time. And so it's almost like I get this sense from you guys that you're very much in a hurry. You're in a hurry. I'm getting nowhere fast. That's what I heard. I'm getting nowhere fast. And Source is saying, like, yeah, you're getting somewhere, and you're getting there a lot faster than you think you are. It just, to you, time is... So I've been saying this because I'm learning new things here, and guys, I've learned that time is not just linear. Time is actually cyclical. And so it's like you guys have kind of been going down the rabbit hole, right? So you guys have been going down the rabbit hole and learning the cycles in your life. You've been learning that everything has kind of come down to this central point. And it's like had to go like this, and it's like you started way out here and having to learn these lessons. Why they were way out of left field. They seemed like they were the ones that made the sense. And then as you kept going, it was like, oh, you had to learn other lessons that were connected to those. And you realize now why you had to heal these out here first. And you keep going, and you're like, it gets all the way down into the central part of yourself that's like at the core of your being. It's like that's the injury that's coming up here that's being risen to the top. And letting go of your anxiety when it comes to this, and not convincing yourself that you need to self-sabotage. There's no reason to self-sabotage yourself here. It's like Sources sent you something to help you out of this, out of the blue. It's like something came through. You weren't expecting it. No one was expecting it. And it gives you an opportunity to move away from this wound that you've had. And not only move away from it, but give you a chance and space to actually heal it on a deeper level. And what it is it's this old belief system that has kept you in a place of not changing. And the not changing, so I keep hearing this not changing has to do with your stability, your finances, your foundation. It happened to you at a very young age. You were dismissed at a very young age by somebody who's very important. And I'm very sorry. Like, I'm very sorry about that. And it's like, it had to happen though. It's like, this situation had to happen in order for you to gain clarity about who you are and what you're meant to do in this lifetime. And that's to help others heal on a deeper level. So you guys could be shamans. You guys could be healers. You guys could be into Reiki. You guys could be, I hear chakra work. I hear auric work. You guys could do like spiritual healing. You guys could be physical trainers, you know, it could just be more physical. It could be body. You could just help people heal their body, and in turn, connecting somebody with their body helps them to connect with their spirituality without realizing it. You know, it doesn't have to be as far as being very spiritual work. You guys could be very grounded in your work is what I'm hearing here. Yeah, they're saying you're very grounded in your work. So some of you guys could be yoga teachers. You could be, weight trainers, things like that, okay? And that if that's not resonating with you, it's just that's for somebody else, okay? There's too many situations that are coming through here. I did also hear psychology. Okay, yeah, so you guys are more concerned about healing others and helping others, and you're so concerned about getting to that end destination. You're so worried about it, but you're not seeing the thing that's happening right now is that there's somebody in your field of energy that's very tricky. They have ulterior motives. They don't want you to succeed. They want to control the situation, and they want to keep you hemmed in to making it you feel like you have to have their opinion, their direction to do anything. And they like this. They like this. You've always let this person get the better of you. And Source is just saying, like, this is just that old wound. Again, that cyclical energy coming in. Time is cyclical, right? It's not linear. It's cyclical because we repeat cycles as we grow older. Like, that's why I love the moon. It comes in cycles, right? It's all indicative of one another. So your self-awareness here could just be opening up to the awareness of these cycles that you've had in your life. And this is, so again, very close to home. With us just passing the holidays, that absolutely makes sense. This could be a family member. This could be a parent, a grandparent, an auntie, an uncle, cousins. It could be a sibling. It could be anybody. But you know who it is. Like Source is saying, you know who it is. And you know, like, there's just been this energy of trying to convince yourself that you need to have this person in your life. Maybe, so I heard old age is a factor. You feel bad. It's like they don't have much time left. And Source is saying, like, if you looked at everybody in this way, you would still be in people-pleasing energy, trying to give everybody what they want before you do things for yourself. Okay? Keep seeing you put your pot on the back burner. Don't put your pot on the back burner. You deserve a spot at the head table is what I heard. Wow, this is crazy. There's a lot of messages coming through for you guys. A lot of messages here. Okay, it's like you guys don't belong at the kiddie table anymore. You guys have outgrown this person, and this person knows that. And so this person is trying to make you go back. I want the old unchanged you. That's what they want. They want the old unchanged you, and they want to keep you in this Four of Swords energy, okay? In the upright or the reverse, it doesn't matter. Because in the upright, it's feeling like you're stuck. And in the reverse, it's because you're conforming to peer pressure. This person is really pressuring you to do what they want you to do. They're afraid that you're going to leave. But the truth is that it's destined for you to leave. Okay? It's destined for you to leave. You can't always be around for this person. And this person doesn't want to change. They don't want to change, and they don't want you to change. But unfortunately, that's just not the way this journey works. What did I say? You guys could be shamans. And we have shaman coming out on the bottom over here. I feel like this wants to be out. So I'm going to put that out here. I love that. So yeah, you guys could definitely have shaman in your ancestral line. Okay, you guys could also have Orisha. Like I don't know what they're called when they speak with the Orishas. That could be definitely in your ancestral line. You guys could just have healers along down the line. We have ancient healing wisdom coming out with this card. So it's like trying to put through to you that there's in your ancestral line, whatever gifts you have, this comes from deep in your lineage, okay? And it's like, it doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your race, it doesn't matter your ethnicity, your religion, anything. What matters is that you reconnect with the deep part of your DNA to get this ancient wisdom to come through. And that's what's happening here. And it's like this person is almost threatened by that within you. So this person, they do a lot of things to you. This person could know a lot about psychology too. That's why psychology was coming through. It's like this person knows how to psychologically make you feel a certain way because they've done that for your whole life. Yeah, it's time for you to change. So honestly, when this comes out, I always say don't blend in, but this to me gave me a different energy. Sources like it's time for you to blend in and focus on yourself. This is more about you guys putting down your head and doing the work. We have 3-3 coming out, 33 of master number. Yeah, to transform your energy. Number 18, which is 9, closing up any loose ends. Put your head down and focus on yourself and change. It's like you guys know this energy is within you, right? And it's this, like, let me tell you guys, for those of you this is resonating with, I know. Okay, I understand. Owning energy, this right here, whatever your healing ability is, whatever it is not easy. It is not easy. It goes against everything within your DNA, right? Within your societal construct, I should say, not your DNA. It's like reconnecting with your DNA to get away from the mental construct that you've been given. And that's exactly what's happening here. It's like you're not taking action because this person knows how to make you feel bad about yourself. So it's like this person knows about your gifts, but they also know that the reason you're not taking action to it, this is interesting. This came out for another pile, this very same one. So yeah, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna move this over here because since it flipped over, I'm gonna read this at the end. Okay, we have Weave the Future Golden with 44 coming out. You guys had 33 coming out. Yeah, you guys could absolutely resonate with another pile. If you did, you're more than welcome to check it out. I will never, ever say you have to watch that. No, like, if you guys would like to volunteer your time to watch that, it is an honor and a pleasure for me. And I really hope that they bring you healing messages, okay? Like, that's always my prayer. But, yeah, this person knows that this is within you. This person sees you being able to help others in a way that they've never been able to. And because of that, this person doesn't want you to honor or own this energy within you. In fact, they want you to be afraid of it. They want you to stay misled, is what I heard. Okay? They want you guys to be misled. They don't want you to be able to see into your own future, because that means that you've left them in the dark. And leaving them in the dark makes them feel worthless, even though they're not. Like, I know that sounds so silly that someone really thinks that you're the reason of their worthlessness, but like, again, I feel like age isn't a thing. It's interesting that age is a thing coming out, and with the shaman here, definitely this ancient older woman on here, right? This is a woman on here, at least in the description it talks about this being a woman on the card. Okay, and she looks very ancient, right? And it's like, I feel like that's a thing. That's what intimidates this person, is that even though you're so much younger than they are, you have so much more wisdom than they do. And it makes them feel inferior. So this is an inferiority complex coming through. This person feels like you trigger a lot within them. And it's like, it hurts them. Yeah, what did I say? Glamourama coming out on the bottom. Hard worker, Gucci ruby shoes, and whole caker. So this is a song by Bryce Vine. If you guys are interested, check it out. Glamourama. If you guys type it into Google, it'll come up. Listen to the lyrics. It's about this girl who she'd be her own supporter. Money, eat, money, sleep, money, in that order, right? Like, she's all about working for herself. She's all about doing things for herself. And that's what I was saying, like, here. The transformation is about you guys putting your head down and working hard. And we had hard worker coming out because you guys are about to come into a very lucrative time, right? But it has to do with your healing, your inner healing, and embracing the fact that you guys are an amazing individual, and you're not giving yourselves the credit for it, right? You're not giving yourselves the credit for how amazing you are. Okay? So let's see here. I'm doing things a little bit different here. I feel like this refusal to change definitely does fall upon you. It falls upon this other person. Also, there's an energy of being spiritually empty when around this person. It's like when you see this person, you feel bad for them and you want to help them really badly. And it's like, yeah, when you're with them, this person's an energy vampire. That's why. It's like, source, I'm going in this roundabout way, and I know there's something, and then they said it. It's an energy vampire. This person cannot cultivate their own happiness. And so they thrive when you're happy and they make you feel a certain way. So I feel like this is somebody who, when you're excited about something, they say it's terrible. When you like something, they're like, oh, it was awful. Like, you see what I'm saying? But when other people say it around them, they're like, yeah, that was the greatest thing, because they want you to see that. Like, this person knows how to play on you psychologically. Okay, and this person, they thrive on that. And it's like, whether they're consciously or unconsciously doing it does not matter at this point. What matters is the fact that you see this as a red flag, you put your head down and you work towards what's yours. Because one day, whether or not this person, again, if this is an age factor involved, this person may not ever see you come to success, but that doesn't matter. Okay, that doesn't matter. What matters is that you're capable of pulling yourself back from situations that are not serving you. And so your higher self-awareness truly comes from finding self-love in this time and not being afraid to take steps towards what is yours and what is rightfully your journey. And your journey has to do with helping a lot of people. To get the shaman card out here, I know I hear people say shaman, but I was raised that it's called shaman. Okay, like, I don't know, guys. So whatever, however you say it, I just feel like some of you guys are like, it's shaman. Like, I just heard that come through and I'm just like, hold up here, hold on. There's no E in there, making the A a hard A. So by English standards, this would be shaman, right? So I'm just saying. I don't know why that came through, guys. There's just an interesting energy that I got really quickly. So I feel like that's not your energy. If you guys are thinking that, I want you to know, I don't feel like that's your energy. I feel like that's you holding on to this person's energy. Like, that's the kind of stuff that they do to you. That exact same thing that you were doing, thinking about how I was bringing this up. Like, that's the same thing that they do to you. No, that's not right. It's this, and making you feel bad about it. And it's like, no, like, it doesn't matter. Like, however you say it is how you say it. What you like is what you like. Whatever this person likes is what this person likes. That has nothing to do with you. And if they try to make the stuff that you like seem less than, well, cool. Just imagine how that person feels about themselves. It's a pretty sad story. That's why I said you might resonate with another pile. And if you guys did, it might be to your benefit to check it out. Again, it is not a requirement by any means. Yeah, Dreamtime creation. You guys are in the state of creative energy right now. Like, Source is bringing you a lot of creative energy, a lot of creative inspiration. You guys are getting answers in your dream time state. Don't be afraid to write down your dreams right now. You guys may get very clear answers from those dreams, and it may be so strong for you guys, you might not realize it, right? And so Source is saying, like, there's a lot of creative potential coming to you right now, and owning that. Like, just, even if you don't know how it's going to pan out, just do whatever inspires you, right? Like, so Source is saying, hey, go over here and start playing the flute. Don't question it, just go play the flute. You know, Source is saying, hey, it's time for you to start dancing. Don't question it, just go start dancing. 5 minutes a day, you know? It's not like you got to dedicate your whole life to it. It's just like dedicating some of your time to it so that you feel better about yourself, and that's going to pull you away from this, and it's also going to put you in the space of seeing what a huge red flag this is. Right? Boom. What did I say? You guys are meant to heal lots of people. We have number 10, elephant leadership coming out for you guys. I love this, Source. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is a completion cycle for you guys. You guys are healing something very deep within you. This is a very deep, deep wound. And when you guys heal this, you're actually going to be able to help lead others to heal this about themselves. Right? There's a lot of sexual energy here, a lot of mental mind space energy here too. So this could be very well be a relationship that you're in. It does not have to be. But for some of you, it could be a relationship that you guys are in that's been around for a long time, right? But it could also be for some of you guys that this person is actually the reason why you've had failed relationships in the past. And sometimes it's hard to look at like that because we don't realize that, like, as a divine feminine, the divine masculines that we grow up with, that are around our lives a lot, are the ones that will mirror in our adult situations, and vice versa. If you're divine masculine, the divine feminines that are around in your life all the time are the ones that you're going to find mirrored relationships with. Why? Because we're comfortable with what we have at home. And so it takes courage to not be a person who loves too much, giving away yourself at every cost, and even like to death, right? Some people love to death themselves. They love themselves to death, trying to love another person and get another person to love them. So Source is saying this person will never love you like that. They'll just never love you like that. And I'm sorry. I don't want to be the person that says that, but I feel like if nobody says it to you, you're always going to hold on to hope and thinking that this person's going to change around. And Source is saying it's not in this person's cards. No pun intended. Fearing the unknown. Yeah, there's like a fear here for you. It's like, and this person knows that you fear the unknown, and Like, maybe this is something that you've always dealt with because this person's feared the unknown. Like, they have to have everything played out, marked out, planned out down to the last moment of how, why, when, and where things are going to happen. And it's like, your journey can't really be like that, because it's like, you can only have a plan and know that source is going to pay things forward and take care of things for you. And this person plays on that fear within you. And I feel like there's this feeling coming through with this. It's almost like you're just kind of like realizing that, and you're like, I'm done. Like, I don't care if you believe in me or not. Like, but it's like you're kind of sticking around too at the same time, thinking that like you owe something to this person, and you don't. But this person might think you owe them something, but you don't. Look at that. Oh, we have Cat, rebirth and resurrection. Keep following your intuition. Oh, I love this card. It doesn't come out very often. So Goddess Bastet is walking with you guys. If you believe in that, she's just making an appearance saying, hi, I love you, boo. I'm here with you, helping you out with your sacral chakra, making sure you love yourself. You're so worthy of being the goddess you are, right? And if not, if you guys are just, you know, this is just source coming in saying that it's time for you to just really own your intuition. You know what's right for you. I feel like whatever's manifesting in your life, it's like you guys asked for. You forgot that you asked for, which is why it's manifesting now. And now you're kind of like, well, do I take this opportunity as an opportunity, or is this just another setback? And source is like, look, boo, you wanted to manifest this and I gave it to you. Don't question it now. Okay, this person is making you feel bad about yourself. Don't keep staying in a situation like that. Nothing feels better than this. You healing yourself and you helping others to heal is like the most gorgeous thing you could have ever asked for. And I feel like that's what source is saying. Like, you guys know that that's what you want. You want to help other people feel good about themselves. And so source is telling you, like, when you let go of this, like, you're going to come up into a higher awareness of yourself. And it's that creative energy that's going to put you in this place of just pure bliss within yourself, because you know that you created the leadership of your own life by healing your own wounds and owning your special gifts. Right? The gift thing has been a huge vibrational energy throughout all of these readings. It's like almost like everybody knows they have the gifts, but it's like time is running out. Like, I don't know why I heard that, but time is running out. It's like now source is saying, like, you either own your gifts, you use it or lose it, boo. You use it or lose it. Like, so that's what source is saying. And I feel like this person knows that. Subconsciously, they know that. Right? And sometimes along the journey, unfortunately, low vibrating energies, when there's higher vibrational energies, it's like the battle of good and evil. It's been around since the beginning of time. It's actually the battle of fear and love. Right? That's what it stems from. And so it's like when somebody's coming from a place of fear and you're coming from a place of love, they don't like that. It makes them feel uncomfortable because that's outside of their comfort zone. So they'd rather you dole down your light to make them feel better. And that's not what this journey is about. Woo! Be honest with compassion, not with the intention of hurting them. So I feel like walking away is definitely coming up here for you guys. Again, it is entirely up to you what you guys do, okay? No matter what any reader says, no matter what any psychic says, no matter what anybody says or tells you to do in your life, you're the ones that make the decision, and you have to do what feels right for you, okay? I just feel like that needs to be said here. It's just sources saying that right now, when you choose to do whatever it is that you're doing, you're not hurting this person. You're doing it because you love yourself and you love where you're headed on your journey, and you know what's good for you. And this person is going to take it personally as you walking away from them, and it's not. It's not personal. You know what? Hey, thanks for the ride. Thanks for being here, but I gotta go. Why? Because source is delighted with your journey. You're going to find delight in this new path that you're taking. Again, I feel like you guys know exactly what you need to do. You're finding delight in it. There's new hope coming into your life with hopeful on the bottom. Beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm going to read these two to you guys, and then I'm going to draw some messages from the ghetto bag, and then we'll leave it at that. So, yeah, you guys are coming into a beautifully powerful place. Like, own that, okay? So we have weave the future golden. Something good is coming your way. Kuan Yin urges you to weave your future into the present moment, to call in and draw to you the opportunities, the teachings, the circumstances, and synchronicities waiting for you that will enable your soul to live its divine destiny with greater abundance, bliss, and creative fulfillment. Creation coming out again. Do you know how much the divine wishes to support and assist you in living your heart's truth in this lifetime? Kuan Yin, with grace and compassion, wishes to help you ascend to the next level of your life expression so that your soul light may shine more brightly on the planet and help you and other beings to live with more heart and less fear. Didn't I say that? This person wants you to dim down your light so that they feel more comfortable. You're here to shine, baby. Go shine, boo. Right? And that's great because we had summer solstice come out underneath the shaman card here, radiance. This is all about shining your radiance into the world. So Source is definitely pushing out there. It's time for you to shine. No matter what a person thinks of you, go out and shine your light to the world. Okay? You can choose to live a life infused with the golden energy of peace, prosperity, joy, and creativity. A future so golden is being woven into your present moment now like a tapestry with the choices and actions that you make in this moment. You call into being the divine golden tapestry of future bliss. Clever you. Kuan Yin is aware that there are opportunities and assistance waiting for you in the future, in your future embodiment. She wishes to assist you in drawing those future gifts into the present moment where they can be of most use to you. This oracle indicates that there is something special waiting in the wings for you, and if you wish to do so, you can receive healing and elevate your vibration so that you are able to receive it more readily. If you've been holding a secret wish in your heart, perhaps to publish a book, to be a healer, to teach, to write or sing, to attract a loving soulmate partnership, or to spiritually awaken at a deeper level, take a moment to feel what it would be like for that heartfelt wish to manifest right now. Can you imagine the joy of it? Can you also allow for that joy to be such a normal, ordinary occurrence that it could be a part of your life right now? This is how you begin to weave that manifestation into this moment. Be bold, dream big, and imagine what it would feel like to live your dream. Can you begin to cultivate those feelings now, irrespective of whether you see the manifestation in physical form or not as yet? Sitting with joy in your heart, whether it relates to something specific or not, is magnetic to the good that the universe wishes to deliver to you. It is like switching your inner light on a higher voltage so that special opportunities perfect for you can find their way to you more swiftly. And if your great good comes in an unexpected form but still feels wonderful, accept it. Your future golden will come into your life in the most beautiful ways, and usually if it is not exactly as we imagine it, it is even more perfect for us. I love that. You guys are manifesting a great life. But I say, like, look at all this beautiful energy here. Nothing feels better than this. Delighted, your intuition, transformation, showing compassion, being a hard worker. You have hope. You're weaving the future golden. Now let's read the Hunger Moons. All right. It's a coyote in there. My bad. I thought that was a wolf. It's a coyote. So it says, I am Coyote Moon. I am the end of the cycle of winter. Isn't that what we were talking about? The cycle. Time is cyclical. This is the end of a cycle for you. Now is the time for transformation. Rebirth and transformation here. From the quiet, sleepy time of cold to the awakening of spring, the hard winter has ravaged much. It is time to remove restrictions and to go beyond your normal abilities and develop your metaphysical skills. Look to past knowledge events and live for new understanding, ultimate realities and wisdom. Be poetic, but do not forget to laugh at the world and yourself. This is absolutely incredible, guys. Like, I love this energy. Yeah, you guys are completing a cycle. You know what you need to do. You're letting go of an old place in your life. I feel like you guys, especially with the holidays coming around, I feel like things were like brought up for you guys again. You know, it's hard for us sometimes. It's hard. I want one more. Keep hearing one more. Oh, how many one mores do we want? Okay, that's it, Source. I'm drawing the line. Whether you agree with me or not, I'm drawing the line. Only a fool thinks they know everything, right? And I feel like this person who's in your life, I feel like they act like they know everything. I feel like they really make you feel bad because they really think that they know everything. Well, Source saying, guess what? Only a fool thinks they know everything. So don't believe everything you see on the internet. Oh, my boyfriend's French. He's from France. How do you know that? Well, because it says it on the internet. He likes croissants. And then he comes up and he's like so American, buongiorno. Right? Like, that's exactly that energy coming through. It's like, that's this person. It's like they see you as intelligently, intellectual, and smart and amazing. And it's like, it makes them feel inferior. And they're like, again, age is that thing coming in. It's like, they can't appreciate the fact that even though you're younger than they are, that maybe you just had more experiences than they have, and that bothers them. And so they go out of their way to make you feel stupid. And really, at the end of the day, if you researched anything that they told you, it would, like, that would show their true colors. You just don't do that, right? Hand in the coconut. Trying to find reasons to hold on to this connection. That's what I heard when I opened this. I don't even feel like I need to explain this. If you guys have watched me for any amount of time, this has come out quite a bit, the hand in the coconut. And so if you guys don't know the explanation about it, I'm not going to give it right now, because what Source said when I opened this is that you guys are finding any reason you can to hold on to this internet, to be in this place that you're in right now when it's not actually serving your journey. It's time to move on. What do you feel you're really winning from this? Right. Staying in this situation here. What do you feel like you're winning? They don't make you feel good. They're not ever going to encourage you. Like, if you stay here in this situation, they're not ever going to encourage you. They're not ever going to see the good in what you do. In fact, every passing day, this person is going to make you feel worse and worse about yourself. You're already depressed. Like, there's a definite depressed energy coming through here, right? And it's like this person knows that, and they feed off of that. This person's an energy vampire. We have Taurus energy. Taurus is the stability of the zodiac. Source wants you to embrace being the stability for yourself. Like, don't be afraid to take new adventures. Don't be afraid to take risks. Enjoy the finer things in life, right? Like, Taurus enjoys the luxury of life. They love new, nice things. They're ruled by Venus. Venus is all about our inner beauty, our love. And Venus is the goddess of love, but she loved herself above anything else. So finding that self-love and just saying, you know what? Enough is enough. I'm going to take what Source is giving me, and I'm going to run with it, and I'm going to do the best that I can to work on myself. It's not the most ideal situation, but it doesn't mean it can't be. Rest before you burn out. Gotta crawl before you walk, son. You gotta walk before you run. Right? There's this energy. It's like there's no need to try and prove anything to this person. Again, like I said, I don't feel like this person's going to be around to see your success. Even if they are, like, they're still going to deny it at every cost. So basically, they're going to try and make people think that the only reason that you became successful is because of them. Do you see what? Oh, yep, see? The train horn? There are no trains that cruise around here, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a train horn comes out. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Like, this person is going to try to convince everybody that the only reason that you're where you are is because of them. And they're gonna, like, they want you to look like the bad guy in this, and you're not. All you're trying to do is you, boo-boo. So that's what Source is saying. Do you. Don't worry about this person, because karma comes back around. Again, karma's not, that's not really the right word for karma. It's just that that's what everybody knows. So I use it because it's just, it's what everybody understands, right? It's more about intention. What goes around comes around, right? That's intention. So this person has bad intention for you. Well, when that comes back, it's the law of threefold that's going to come back threefold for this person. You might not be there to see it, and it doesn't matter. Gemini. Didn't I say, you guys? Maybe. It might have been your pile. It might have been another pile, but definite Gemini energy coming out here. Source just saying, don't be afraid to communicate. Speak your truth. Right? Gemini is talking about two-faced too. When they're not in a good place in their energy, they can be very two-faced. They can be very hot and cold. And so I feel like that's definitely this person coming through, is that hot and cold energy. Now, I didn't channel the zodiac sign so that it's, oh, that's who you're dealing with. Although it could be clarification for some of you guys. It's more about embodying the strong points of these energies. So for Taurus, it's being your own stability. For Gemini, it's being your truth support for yourself, right? There is always hope. And we had hopeful on the bottom of the emotional clarifier deck. Right? There is always hope. Of course there's always hope. Like, Source is coming in for you, boo. Come on, are you gonna... Come on. Come on, focus, focus, focus. Makes me think of The Rock whenever he works out and he starts getting distracted and he starts yelling, focus! So I feel like you guys need to focus! Focus! Okay, nothing bad, just teasing yourself here. Love is patient, love is kind. Yeah, so this to me is telling me that you have two situations. It's like both of them are not necessarily ideal and perfect, but there is one that is better than the other. To choose the one that best suits you in this now moment that's going to get you where you need to go. And that's away from being depressed and in a place where you can focus on yourself. Again, that focus energy coming through here, right? It's like Source is saying love is patient, love is kind. Yeah, maybe both options aren't ideal, but there is one that is better. There is one that is more ideal for you. It's something that you're easier able to handle in this time frame rather than this person always trying to beat you down. Like this person has beat you down for a lifetime. That's what I keep getting. It's like, so your spiritual awareness here is understanding that and moving beyond that and not feeling bad for where this person's at in their own life. It's almost like, you know what? They chose the direction that they took. And again, only a fool thinks they know everything. It's like, you know, I thought maybe I could help and heal this person, but they're just too much in this weird energy. Okay, so this one fell out and Source wants me to read it. Others are comparing themselves to you. That's why this person compares them. Again, this is just clarification of what I was talking about earlier in the reading. 1:59:59 on the clock here. This person's been comparing themselves to you and they don't like what they see. Because I'm just going to say it, there's no comparison. Pile 3, there's no comparison. You're in a whole different playing field than this person and they know that. But they still keep trying to compare themselves to you. And that's why I feel like age is a thing here. It's like, this person can't be happy for you because this person feels like they've done nothing with their life and they know that you're meant for big things and they thought that they were God's gift to man. I don't know how else to say it, but I really feel like that's the energy coming through. They really feel like they're God's gift to man and that no one can compare to them. It's 3:03 on my clock over here. So yeah, this person is just not, they're just, the cards that this person is playing right now is selfish. They're very selfish and they want you to fail because it makes them look like they were right all along. And if they look right all along, then it's gonna back up all the gossip that they've said about you. And that's what Source is saying. Like, this person has never had pure intentions with you. With you. You know? I mean, they could have had pure intentions with other people, but really I feel like this person doesn't do anything unless it benefits them. If they can find something out of that, whether that's getting somebody's energy, whether that's, you know, being perceived in a certain way. And with you, it's different. With you, it was always a power trip. It was like this person held some sense of power over you and they really enjoyed that and they like that. Look, you've given your power away, fell out when I was shuffling these. Yeah, it's like they enjoy the fact that you gave them your power for so long. And now you're not, and it bothers this person. Like, this person's like, well, why isn't Pile 3 giving me their power like they always did? Why isn't Pile 3 building me up like they always have? And it's because you've changed. You changed. Whether or not this person changed, who gives a damn? That's their journey, not yours. And that's what I think Source is saying. It's like, for you to figure out your journey, for them to figure out their journey, don't try to find excuses to hold on to something that's not serving you. Even if it seems like that's the thing, you know, like, why do I keep hearing it's like, maybe you guys have more space with this person and it's just, but it's like, is the more space worth it just because, you know, like a house or something like that? I don't know. This is a weird ass example, but that's what they're saying. It's like this person has a house and it's like you could choose to go live in an apartment, but you don't want to go live in an apartment because it means you're not going to have as much space. Right? And Source is saying, like, that's a lame excuse to stay in a situation that's making you feel depressed. Like, especially when things are, you know, things are going to work out for you in the long run, but you have to choose to weave your future gold now. Right? You have to choose that. Stop trying to hold on to reasons to keep this person in your life. Or maybe, again, it's like, you know, you feel like you owe this person something, and Source is saying, like, that's not a reason to stick around because this person's holding that over your head, making you feel bad about it. They're making you feel bad about what it is that you've chosen to do with your life. And that's honestly, quite frankly, none of their damn business. Okay? So you guys are going to come into this realization during this Capricorn full moon I mean, you know, I always tell people it doesn't matter where you're at. Don't just sit around and wait for these realizations to come to you. Keep doing whatever it is that you're doing, because that's what's leading you down this path. But this person definitely wants to see you fail. Like, their ulterior motive here is to make themselves look better about the situation. They want to seem a certain way about the situation, and that's what's not fair to you. It's not fair to anybody involved. And quite frankly, at the end of the day, when you do reach your success, no matter how much this person's like crying and whining that they're the reason that you're successful, nobody's going to believe them, because it's going to show, again, intention. This person's going to end up showing their true colors to everybody around them. And the people that they care most about right now are going to be like, you're just a big old liar. And they're going to be like, no, that person was a liar. Pile 3 was a liar. They're the ones that weren't telling the truth. And they're going to be like, then why is Pile 3 successful? And they're going to be like, only because I helped them be successful. And they're going to be like, really? Like, because all the stories you told me, you said you didn't believe they had any kind of gift. You didn't believe that they were capable of anything. You didn't believe that they were so... If you're telling me that, and you're also trying to tell me that you're the reason for their success, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, they're basically going to open their mouth and insert foot up to knee, is what my mom always used to tell me when I was a kid. Coming through really strong right now, mama. So, don't give up on your journey, guys. Keep fighting for your dream, and keep, you know, pouring into those creative ideas that you're getting. Like, even if you don't know where they're going, like, Source is telling you there's success there, right? There's success there. So there's beautiful energy coming in for you guys for this Capricorn full moon. You know, you guys have a lot waiting for you guys. And if you just keep going towards your path of self-healing, you guys are going to be able to own that and really stand up for yourselves. And I feel like that's what this has been. This person has been a thorn in your side for a very long time. And now... there's no reason for them to be. Like, you know where they're at. You know where they stand at. You know kind of the situation between the two of you. Why are you going to keep putting yourself in a bad situation just because you care about the person? It's not worth it, right? So that's what I have for you guys, Pile 3. Thank you very much. I'm sending you out light and love. Honestly, you guys are on a great path. So keep working hard for yourselves, because you deserve what's coming next. It's going to be more than you could have ever imagined. Alright, so with that being said, I'm going to get out of here, but please like this video, share this video, subscribe to that channel down below, set that notification bell so you always know the next video does go live. If this resonated with you guys, leave a green heart down for me down below. And I'm sending you love and light. Until next time, go forth boldly, my fellow creators, and courageously find creative ways to rise above in life, laughter, and love. Until we meet each other again. Mwah. Peace out. I love y'all. Bye.